Here's my review of The Boogeyman. I thought that this was a pretty solid movie, and especially with the way it does its scares with the sound and just like the cracking noises. It's not like completely like jump out of your seat scary, but it's kind of eerie and creepy. And with the basic premise of this is we follow a lady named Sarah and or Sadie and her whole family really as they're dealing with the loss of their mother. Meanwhile, their father, who is a therapist, he gets this kind of crazy patient off the road who kills himself, and then he leaves behind this like deadly entity that kind of intrudes on their lives. And I thought this was a pretty solid movie. And with it only being an hour and a half, it's all killer, no filler. You got a lot of great scares, and there's a lot to like about this movie. Like you get some pretty cool scenes with Sadie and her friends, and it is one of those things where like some of them they just kind of feel like overtly mean. Where sometimes they're like talking about like her dead mother, and I'm like, bro, it feels like almost overtly mean. Where it comes across like not even like it comes across more funny than mean because it's just over the top. And there's some great scenes where like Sadie and Sawyer they go to this therapist and like the therapist is saying that like no, this monster isn't real. It's all in your head. And like, obviously it's a horror movie, it is real, and you already do see it at this point. So it does kind of get like progressively scarier, I guess, with like this flashing light until you actually see the reveal, and it's got a pretty creepy design. Like when we actually get like a great reveal when Sawyer like she throws this like light ball under her bed and then she sees the boogeyman. It was a really cool reveal. Like to see like I think it's got a kind of a terrifying design, especially for a PG-13 movie. And you don't really see him that much, but whenever you do, there's quite a lot to love. There's some pretty cool scenes with him. And you do kind of get some more of this like the idea of it, like knowing that, oh, this is a creature that's been around for millions of years. I mean, the idea of the boogeyman has gone back like probably centuries. So it is kind of interesting to get like I feel like there's not really that many boogeyman movies for I guess like a nightmare like childhood creature that like is probably the most iconic in terms of horror at least. And you get some great scenes with Sadie as she like doing this random like voodoo ritual to try to talk to her like undead mother or dead mother. And there's some pretty creepy scenes with that. And then eventually she meets like the wife of the guy like of the wife of the patient of their dad who like killed himself. And like you kind of like learn more about how like she's kind of been tortured by this creature as well. And it's really cool to see. And how they basically kill it is they just end up just like kind of burning it alive. And all's well that ends well. So yeah, this movie is pretty short. Like I said, it's only like an hour and a half, but it's a really fun movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. It's not like super scary at all, really. It's like you got some like jump scares, but with it being PG-13, it kind of holds back on like the gore and stuff, so it doesn't make it as scary. But overall, I thought it was a solid movie. I thought it was pretty good.